Yo, what's good? I'm Zoe, 17, just your average gamer girl from Portland, Oregon, vibing with Cyberstorm and Boba. But one night, my life flipped hard when I broke a game record and got dragged into a spy mess, level up or lose it all. That's my vibe now. And trust me, this story's wild. Smash that like button, sub for more, and drop a comment. What's the craziest thing you've accidentally started? Let's get this party poppin'. It's 1 a.m., and I'm camped out in my cluttered room in our Portland, Oregon, bungalow, surrounded by empty Red Bull cans, a half-eaten Chipotle burrito, and RGB lights flickering like a budget rave. I'm deep in Cyberstorm, this wild online game that's like Valorant meets Star Wars. My fingers dancing across my keyboard as my neon blue avatar slices through drones and cracks firewalls. My Discord's buzzing with Zoe. You're a god from my gamer squad, and I'm grinning like I just went viral on TikTok. I'm inches from breaking the global high score 1,000,000 points, and I'm hyped, yelling, "Suck it!" Leaderboard as I land the final hack. The screen erupts with world record and digital confetti, and I'm ready to spam my Twitter with screenshots. But then my monitor glitches, flashing red with a robotic voice. Congratulations, Zoe Harper. You've been selected for Mission Alpha. Access terminated. I'm like, what kind of troll mod is this? But my laptop freezes, showing a countdown system lockdown in 10 seconds. I yank the plug, but the screen stays on, then goes black with a cryptic message. Await contact. I'm freaking out, thinking I downloaded a virus or pissed off some hacker clan. I'm pacing, my Pikachu hoodie flapping, when my phone pings at 6 a.m. with an unknown number. Zoe, stay put. We're coming. NSA. My heart's racing. NSA, like the spy agency. I'm since 17 flunking pre-calc, and my biggest crime is pirating Photoshop by 7 a.m. There's a knock, and Grandma, my cookie baking. Jeopardy. Loving Grandma ushers in a woman in a crisp blazer, flanked by two guys with NSA badges. Zoe. I'm Agent Carter. She says, your Cyberstorm run tripped our recruitment algorithm. We need your skills. I'm like, skills, I just wanted the platinum skin. Grandma's oddly chill, saying, go, Zoe. I know these folks from way back. It's in your blood. I'm like, blood? You mean diabetes, but she winks. And I'm shook. They drive me to a high-tech facility in the Columbia River Gorge, all sleek glass and holograms, like something from Black Mirror. I'm still in my hoodie, smelling like guac, when they introduce Jay, my handler. He's tall, with messy curls, green eyes, and a leather jacket that screams, I'm too cool for Coachella. He smirks, saying, Zoe Harper, the kid who aced our sim. Welcome to the grid. I'm like, sim, I was grinding for clout. He explains Cyberstorm was an NSA test to scout coders, and my score flagged me as a genius. I'm flattered but terrified, because I trip over my own vans and once cried during a Mario Kart loss. Jay's all business, saying I'll train to guard national cyber defenses, but his vibe is don't screw this up. Newbie, I'm crushing hard. Joking. So, do I get a code name like Nightshade? He scoffs, more like Short Circuit. Frying systems already, rude. They give me a dorm with a bunk bed and a tablet fancier than my whole setup. I'm too wired to sleep, so I snoop on the tablet and find a locked file, Project Zoe. My inner gamer's like, challenge accepted. I crack the basic encryption, and it's a dossier on Grandma codename Cypher Queen, a cryptographer who thwarted a Soviet hack in the 60s. I'm floored because she's the queen of overcooked lasagna, not espionage, but the file hints at a mole in the grid, and I'm paranoid, wondering if Jay's too perfect. Before I can dig deeper, an alarm screeches, and Jay's voice blares, Harper, control room, now your hack triggered a traitor's trap. My stomach drops. Trap. I'm just a gamer. I sprint out, dodging agents, my hoodie snagging, thinking, how did my clutch moment turn into a spy movie nightmare? I'm tearing through the grid's polished halls, my van's skidding like I'm in a bad skate vid. Heart-hammering because I'm pretty sure I just broke the spy equivalent of a nuke. The alarms blaring, red lights strobing like a rave gone wrong, and I'm weaving past agents who look like they could snap me like a glow stick. I burst into the control room, where Jay's glaring at screens spewing code faster than a Reddit thread. He snaps. "Harper, you cracked that file, didn't you?" I stammer. It was literally labeled Zoe. I thought it was my onboarding quiz. He groans, saying my hack tripped a decoy trap planted by a traitor, freezing half the grid's servers. I'm mortified, thinking, I'm the noob who tanked national security. They shove me into a sim room to prove I'm not useless, and it's like stepping into a VR Cyberpunk 2077 holographic hackers. Laser traps, the works. I'm tasked with breaching a virtual vault, but Jay's staring, his stupidly hot smirk distracting me more than the fake missiles. I'm coding like I'm in a land tourney, but I flub a line and kaboom the sim project's a fireball over virtual Portland. Jay yanks me out, yelling, "You torched the rose garden. You allergic to normal?" I'm like, it's just pixels, but he's livid, and I'm praying for a save point. To redeem myself. They let me shadow a catering crew at a covert gala downtown, strictly as a trainee observer. I'm jazzed for some Mission Impossible vibes, ditching my hoodie for a black apron and Nikes. But I'm nervous, because I'm more Twitch than Tiki Bar. The gala's at a bougie hotel, all gold chandeliers and tech moguls flashing Rolexes. I'm passing out crab cakes, trying not to yeet the tray, when I overhear a sketchy CEO murmur about a quantum key that can crack NSA databases. I'm like, bingo, but my tray tips, and splat. Crab cakes splatter on the CEO's Armani jacket. The room goes dead, and I'm mumbling, "Free snacks. Anyone, Jay?" Undercover in a tux that's unfairly fire, grabs my arm, hissing, "You're a glitch in human form." He pulls me aside, and I'm bracing for a roast, but he whispers, "You caught the key intel solid, but don't nuke the mission again." I'm stunned he's not raging, and my crush is hitting max level. He admits he's snappy because his boss is riding him, and I'm like, okay, you're not a total bot. Back at the grid, I'm buzzing, thinking I'm not a total L, but the CEO's spooked, tightening his security. I sneak to my dorm, hell-bent on proving myself. I hack the gala's cams using a backdoor I found in the Project Zoe file, some old code Grandma left in the grid's archives. It takes ages, and I'm sweating, but I pull it off, spotting the CEO with a USB. Jackpot. But my tablet pings with a Discord DM from a fake account mimicking my old pal Lily Cute Try. "Zoe, you're out of your league." L. My blood runs cold. Lily. She bailed on me after moving to Seattle. I'm freaking out, because this screams hacker vibes. I'm about to ping Jay, but the file's last entry haunts me, a mole feeding a tech cartel. I'm paranoid, wondering if Jay's too smooth or if I'm the bait. Then the lights dim, and the grid's screens flicker, glitching like a bad stream. Jay's voice crackles through my earpiece. "Zoe, get out! The traitor's hitting us!" An explosion rocks the building, and I grab my phone, heart pounding, thinking, I just wanted to rank up, not dodge Armageddon. Smoke's choking me as Jay hauls me through the grid's wrecked halls, my apron snagging on debris, my vans slipping on shattered tiles. The explosion's aftershock hums in my ears, emergency lights strobing like a bad club, and I'm coughing, thinking, Portland's not supposed to be a war zone. Jay shoves me into a janitor's closet, slamming the door. "Keep quiet," he whispers, his face so close I can smell his mint gum. And I'm like, personal space. Dude, but my heart's doing backflips because he's stupidly hot under pressure. He checks his smartwatch, cursing about a server breach, and I'm panicking because that LDM is burning a hole in my brain. Jay pulls up a hacked feed, masked hackers rigging explosives in the grid's core. "The traitor sold our encryption," he says. And I'm like, I got a shady message. He glares, saying, "And you kept it quiet. Zoe, you're killing me." I spill about the fake Discord, and he's pissed but focused, saying we're sitting ducks. We slip out a back exit, hitting a rainy alley in Portland's Chinatown. My apron drenched, my ponytail a soggy mess. Jay hotwires a dented Subaru Eco-Spy vibes and we speed off, dodging food carts and cyclists in ponchos. I'm like, can we swing by Dutch Bros? I need caffeine to not die. He ignores me, saying the quantum key can hijack U.S. networks, and the traitors cashing out with a cartel. My stomach's doing cartwheels, because I'm probably fired, or worse. We ditch the car at a grungy arcade off Hawthorne, all sticky floors and retro Pac-Man machines. Jay snags a hoodie from a lost and found, blending in, but I'm still in catering gear, getting stares from a group filming a TikTok lip sync. My phone pings with another fake Discord from LilyPad99 Zoe. Let's chat. Powell's Books. 10 p.m. My heart sinks. Lily was my Apex Legends wingwoman, my late-night Taco Bell partner, but she ghosted me last year. I show Jay, and he's like, trap, but we need answers. We hit Powell's, Portland's book nerd mecca, eerie at night with its shadowed shelves. Lily's there, in a leather jacket, with two goons in black hoodies, clearly her muscle. I'm like, Lily, what's the tea? But she smirks, saying, you're so gullible, Zoe. Plot twist, she's L, working for the cartel, bitter because I got recruited and she got cut. I'm gutted because she was my day one. She says, you tripped the trap, so you're my ticket to millions. Her goons grab me and Jay dives in, but they tase him and he crumples, twitching. I'm screaming. Lily, why? She admits she lured me here to distract Jay while her crew hacks the grid's backups. They zip-tie me in a stockroom surrounded by manga, and I'm crying, thinking I've lost my bestie and maybe Jay. But my smartwatch grandma's old gift has a coded SOS button she taught me for rainy days. I'm like, Grandma. Your clutch, I press it, pinging my gamer squad. Lily's goons are bickering about Bitcoin when my squad hacks Powell's lights, flashing them like a K-pop concert. Modded drones from Target buzz in, dropping smoke pellets. And I'm coughing, slicing my ties with a box cutter. Jay's up, groggy, and we bolt. But Lily's vanished. My squad tipped the cops an hour ago, tracking Lily's signal, and they nab her goons. We stumble to an alley, Jay leaning on me, blood seeping through his sleeve. I'm shaking, thinking, I can't lose him. But he grips my hand, saying, you're tougher than you think. My heart's a mess, but I'm furious Lily's out there, and I'm done being played. My squad DMs a lead. She's at a factory in the Pearl District. I look at Jay, his eyes blazing, and I'm like, time to end her win streak. Ha! Rain's pelting my face as I half-carry Jay through Portland's Pearl District, his weight dragging my aching shoulders. His hoodie sticky with blood from the taser graze. My apron's a soggy disaster, my van's squelching. But I'm running on pure rage and a stolen cold brew from a food cart. We're headed to a derelict factory, all graffiti and busted pipes, where my gamer squad pinged Lily's signal. Jay's watch flashes a grid alert she's meeting cartel buyers to offload the quantum key. I'm like, can't we just yeet her to jail? But Jay shakes his head, saying, the key's a cyber nuke. We stop her now. We borrow a bike from a barista I owe him big, and I cling to Jay as he zips through the drizzle, my heart pounding from fear and, fine, his cedar vibe. We ditch the bike behind a dumpster reeking of stale IPA, and Jay hands me a USB drive. Grid archive code, he says. The factory's old system might sync. You're a gamer, make it pop. I'm like, no pressure. But I pocket it. Ready to clutch. Inside, the factory's a labyrinth of crates and flickering bulbs. I spot Lily with 3 cartel goons, the key glowing on a table. I'm about to hack, but my phone slips, clanging like a noob move. Alarms scream, and I'm like, I'm cursed. Jay tosses a smoke grenade, and we sprint, bullets pinging off steel. I'm yelling. I've never hit Burning Man, and now I'm in a firefight. Jay's steady, shielding me with his Kevlar vest, but I see panic in his eyes. We duck into a control room and he spills, saying he lost his sister in a grid op gone south. Lily's betrayal set it off. My heart breaks. And I'm like, "That's why you're so walled off." He half smiles. "And I'm melting, but goons are closing in." I spot an ancient server console, and my gamer brain lights up. I plug in the USB, finding grid code that matches Cyberstorm's hacking mini-game. The factory's system uses old grid tech, same contractor, sloppy security. I'm coding like it's a speed run, but I mistype, opening a chemical valve, a tank explodes, flames roaring, and I'm like, my bad. Again, Jay grabs me, and we run. Goons scattering. Lily's outside, gun trained on Jay, her crew flanking her. I'm thinking, not my man. I hack the factory's sprinklers with the USB, dousing Lily. She slips, and Jay tackles her, but the key drops into a storm drain. Her goons fire, one bullet grazing Jay's arm through his vest, and I'm screaming, dragging him behind a crate. I'm like, "Jerry, you're not dying on me." He's pale but smirks, saying, "Jerry, worst alias ever." I'm half laughing, half crying, pinging my squad. They're gods, spending hours mapping Portland's sewers to trace the drain. We limp to a safe house, a seedy motel off I-205 with a buzzing neon sign. Jay's bandaging his arm, wincing, and I'm blaming myself for the chaos. He grabs my hand, saying, "You saved us, Zoe. That's clutch." That's... My heart's doing a victory dance, but I'm spooked. Lily's cuffed, but the key's out there, and my squad's lead points to a black market auction at a downtown hotel. I'm like, "Round 3, let's roll." I'm crammed in a van outside a ritzy Portland hotel, my palms sweaty as I fidget with the catering apron over my thrift store skirt. My Nikes screaming, "I don't belong here." Jay's beside me, in a waiter's vest that somehow makes him look like a K-drama lead, his eyes scanning the street like a drone. We're infiltrating a black market auction where Lily's cartel cronies are selling the quantum key, fished from the sewer by her goons. My gamer squad sewer map got us here, but the hotel's swarming with hackers who'd clown my Cyberstorm rank. Jay slips me an earpiece, saying, "Zoe, serve drinks, don't play Captain America." I'm like, psh, I'm more Hawkeye, but my stomach's doing loops, because I'm more food court than 5-star. The hotel's pure drip onyx floors, LED chandeliers, and influencers snapping selfies with 15 matcha. I'm gliding through the crowd with a tray of mocktails, muttering "excuse me" like a broken NPC, when I spot a cartel boss in a velvet blazer, palming a USB. Definitely the key. I'm about to ping Jay when I trip on a cable, yelling, "Yo, Jerry, we got action." The room freezes, and Blazer Guy bolts. Jay's voice crackles. "Zoe, you're a walking bug." I chase the boss through a back hall, dodging valets and caviar carts, my tray crashing. He slips into a kitchen, but Lily's there, free, in a black jumpsuit, a Black Lotus logo on her laptop screen. I'm like, "You escaped." She smirks, saying a Lotus hacker sprang her, and her goons pin me to a chair. Jay bursts in, but they slam him against a freezer, and I'm screaming. Not his pretty face. Lily plugs the key into her laptop, saying, "Crack it. Zoe, or Loverboy's done." I'm crushed, because she was my Among Us buddy, my confidant. I fake hacking, but sneak a DM to my squad via a staff tablet. Coding L's got Cabo 911. Lily's gloating about her crypto millions, and I'm stalling, spotting the key's code. It's Cyberstorm's final boss sequence. No shot I fake a crash, distracting her, and try a few wrong combos, sweating as her goons growl. Finally, I nail it up, down, left, right, B, A. The key locks. Useless. And Lily flips, chucking a pan. My squad hacks the hotel's PA, blasting Megan Thee Stallion, spooking the goons. Cops swarm, tipped by my squad, and Jay breaks free, cuffing Lily. I'm grinning, but the laptop sparks, flashing detonate 60 seconds. I'm like, a bomb. For real, Jay grabs it, and we sprint to a rooftop, My lungs screaming. I'm thinking, I've never been to VidCon, and now I'm defusing TNT. The bomb's code is another Cyberstorm Easter egg. I fumble, trying wrong combos, heart racing, then slam the right one with 1 second left, stopping at 0001. We collapse, gasping, and Jay's staring like I'm a legend. I'm blushing, saying, just another dub, you know. He pulls me close, his hand on my cheek, and I'm melting. But he whispers, that Black Lotus logo someone's pulling strings. My heart sinks, because this isn't game over. Cops lock down the scene, and I'm drained, wondering if I'm built for this or just want to vibe with Grandma's mac and cheese. Jay's arms around me, and I'm like, we're squad goals, right? He nods, and I'm hoping that's more than spy talk, because my crush is out of control. I'm slouched in the grid's debriefing room, my thrift store skirt swapped for a hoodie and ripped jeans, feeling like I just survived a 100-player Cyberstorm lobby. The room's all cold steel and glowing screens, but I'm fidgeting, my Nikes tapping like a metronome. Jay's next to me, in a flannel that's giving major lumberjack vibes, a Band-Aid on his cheek from the kitchen brawl. The grid's boss, a woman with a glare sharper than a 144 Hz monitor, is laying into us. Harper, you neutralized the quantum key and stopped a cyber apocalypse, she says, her voice like a TED Talk on steroids. But your antics hacking PAs, crashing auctions gave us a PR nightmare. I'm like, ma'am, Megan Thee Stallion was a tactical WJ coughs, hiding a grin, and my heart does a little jig. She offers me a full-time agent slot badge, paycheck, the whole deal. I'm tempted, because who doesn't want to be a cyber badass? But I'm picturing my messy room, my squad's Discord, Grandma's burnt cookies, and I know this life's not my jam. I take a deep breath and say, thanks, but I'm sticking to high school and headshots. Jay's eyes soften, like he's relieved, and I'm dying to know why. The boss shrugs, and I'm free, just a teen again. Back in Portland, the rain's a cozy hug, and I'm spilling the tea to Grandma in our kitchen, her chai tea steaming up the windows. I'm like, spies, bombs. Lily, how'd you handle this? She laughs, pulling out a Polaroid of her in 60s bell-bottoms, coding on a dinosaur computer, Morse patterns. Zoe, Cyberstorm stole them for their combos. I'm floored because my gamer skills are her legacy. I'm choking up, hugging her, feeling like I've got a cheat code in my jeans. At school, I'm dodging chem quizzes and cafeteria chaos, my squad hyping me like I'm a Twitch star. I'm grinning, but my heart's heavy, because Jay's been quiet, and I'm scared I fumbled our vibe. I'm doodling his curls in my notebook total simp move when my phone pings. It's Jerry Stumptown Coffee, 5 p.m. I'm freaking out, because he's using his real name, and I'm not ready for IRL sparks. I show up in my best beanie and flannel, and he's there, sipping a nitro brew, looking like he walked out of a PNW aesthetic post. I'm like, yo, Jerry, you ditched the spy life. He grins, saying, started the paperwork months ago. Grid burned me out, lost my sister. Too many lies. You were the push I needed. My face is a campfire. But I tease. Push. I'm a whole earthquake. We grab Boba, strolling through the drizzle, his hand brushing mine. I'm floating, but my phone buzzes with a Discord DM from an unknown account. Nice save. Zoe. Black Lotus is watching. X. A Black Lotus logo flashes, and my blood freezes. Lily's locked up, so who's this? I show Jay, and he tenses, saying, Grid's got leaks. We'll handle it. I'm spooked, but his hand's warm in mine, and I'm like, squat up. Right. He nods, and I'm braver, because with him, I'm not just a gamer, I'm unstoppable. As we sip our mango boba, I'm thinking, next level. Bring it. I'm weaving through our living room, dodging Grandma's matchmaking attempts with her knitting club's grandkids, the air thick with her famous brisket tacos and Portland's craft beer buzz. She's thrown this massive Zoe's Home rager, spinning a yarn about me being at a coding boot camp, and the place is popping lanterns swaying, neighbors in Carhartt jackets, and my gamer squad slamming energy drinks like it's a LAN party. I'm rocking a thrifted denim dress and Docs, feeling cute but jumpy, because that XDM with the Black Lotus logos got me side-eyeing every hipster with a man bun. Jay's coming, and I'm a nervous wreck because we've been vibing over boba dates and meme wars, but seeing him in a crowd is giving me main character energy. I'm sneaking a second taco when the doorbell rings, and my heart does a speed run. It's Jay, in a corduroy jacket and jeans, holding a box of voodoo donuts like a rom-com pro. I'm like, "Donuts, you gunning for Grandma's MVP?" He winks, saying, "Gotta lock in the in-laws. Harper?" Grandma swoops in, calling him a catch, and I'm yanking him to the backyard before she pulls out my middle school braces pics. The yard's aglow with fairy lights, and a local band's jamming lo-fi Olivia Rodrigo covers. We plop on a hammock, and I'm hyper-aware of his arm brushing mine, his cologne making me dizzy. He's quiet, and I'm worried he's second-guessing us, so I blurt, "You good being, Jerry. The boba bro, not 007. He laughs, soft, and says, "Grid broke me. Zoe. Lost my sister. Got betrayed, been planning to bail for months. You made it real." My jaw drops. Because quitting for me, that's K-drama level. I'm blushing, muttering, "You're such a sap." But he leans in, and we kiss, slow and electric. The band hitting Traitor like it's scripted. I'm soaring, thinking. This slaps harder than any Cyberstorm win. My phone buzzes, and I freeze a Discord DM from ex-Sweet Party. "Zoe, Black Lotus sends regards." The Black Lotus logo pulses, and my blood runs cold. Lily's in jail. So what's this I show Jay? And he's instantly on edge, pulling me to my room. I hack the grid's prison logs, heart racing, and find Lily's cell empty a guard bribed with crypto. Black Lotus's fingerprints all over it. I'm shaking, thinking she's here, ready to yeet my happy ending. Jay's like, "We're shutting this down." I nod, pinging my gamer squad, who are at the party, modding drones like tech gremlins. We craft a fake grid signal, but Lily's no noob, she's layered her system with decoys. I'm sweating, cracking her encryption for 10 nail-biting minutes, finally exposing her location a food truck lot across the street. I hack her burner phone, looping a Cardi B track to throw her off, and my squad tips the cops, who've been on standby since Lily's escape hit their radar. They raid the lot, nabbing her as she screams my name. I'm relieved, but Jay's face is grim. He says, "Got a tip from a grid buddy before I left. Black Lotus is a global syndicate, bigger than Lily. They're not done." I'm like, "What? Like a raid boss?" He nods, and I'm spooked but stoked, because I'm not the Zoe who fumbled trays anymore. We slip back to the party, Grandma shoving tacos in our faces, clueless about the drama. I look at Jay, his hand locked in mine, and say, "Boyfriend, you rich grandma's nosy." He laughs, saying, "Rich enough for voodoo and you, forever." I grin, my heart full, and we dance under the stars. The band's last song a soft lover. Black Lotus is out there, but I've got my squad, my guy, and Grandma's legacy. I'm not just a gamer, I'm a hero, and this is my happy ending, for now. Wow, what a ride. Right? Thanks for vibing with my crazy spy adventure. This whole mess taught me to own my skills and trust my squad, no matter how wild life gets. You're all my squad now, so hit that like, share this vid with your besties, and sub for more epic stories. Drop a comment. What's your go-to move when life throws plot twists? Peace out, and keep gaming.